You got your boy Jay. Jay-Z is in some hot water. Yo, Cat Williams. Yo. Damn. It's like the year is coming to a close. The streets are getting hot. Jay-Z is having a hard knock life. They are saying, allegedly, that your man Jay did the unthinkable with a 13-year-old. We're going to try our best to break this down. So as you come into the building, be sure to hit that like, subscribe to the channel. We in the crib, and we got work to do. Now, these streets are buzzing. Everybody's talking. Everybody going live. But they ain't really saying nothing. When it comes to these kind of topics, you got to make sure you tuned in over here. Because we keep it real. First thing first we got to realize is this. We know Jay is a part of the elite. Right? We know he up there with the big willies. But now, they trying to tie him in with Diddy. Now, a lot of you out there, you get great pleasure seeing black men that got money fall. You love it. You can't wait. Because some of you that are at the 9-to-5 grind, you're like, man, I'm at this job all day, I'm struggling, I got to deal with all this bullshit. And now Jay-Z is in the hot water. Good for him. I can't wait. Because you always wanted that to happen. Just like you have a lot of people waiting for me to fall. They can't wait. They're like, what? Who, Ringo? Oh, I can't wait for him to be homeless. It's a fetish with some people. We got to deal with the facts. Let's break this all down. Let's find out what's going on here. First, I'm not here to defend Jay-Z. I'm here to do this work and think logically on what's going on in these streets. We know Jay-Z is always throwing up the rock. You know he's always doing this and that. So you know he's a part of the elite. So being that he's a part of the elite and he got bread, people are more interested in the money. First thing first is, why with the lawsuit, nobody's putting him or pushing for him to go to prison or to file criminal charges? Why is it that everybody keep going after money? Money. What am I seeing? I see a shakedown. I see a shakedown going on. Because here's the thing. Back in the day, and I told y'all this already, and I told y'all they were going to come for Jay-Z too. If you go back to the tapes where I was live, I told y'all they were coming for him. Back in the day, everybody was fucking Aaliyah. A lot of y'all was upset with R. Kelly, but the thing is, everybody in the industry was already fucking her. Y'all talking about, oh, when R. Kelly got with Aaliyah, she was 15, and, you know, blah, 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 whoopity whoop, this and that. Fam, before R. Kelly got with her, she was probably like damn near 13, 14 in the industry. And all of them, from Jay to Dash, Kels, all of them dudes, been laying pipe on that young lady. She was sought after in the industry. So there was a certain culture in the industry of fucking these teenage girls. It's just now the chickens are coming home to roost. This always been going on. A lot of you women that are in your 40s were getting fucked in the 90s. by these rappers and these executives. Stop the cap. Y'all be out here on social media like, oh yeah, I can't believe Jay-Z did this. I can't believe, when you were throwing it back in the 90s. Now you got 2, 3, 4, 5 kids by different ninjas, but when you was a young teenager back in the day, you were getting your whole back blown out. Stop the cap. And now that you're older and washed up and got all these kids and bills, now you out there applauding the situation like, yeah, they got Jay-Z finally. Why? Because he turned your ass down. Make sure you hit that like button. We keeping it hot. Now, Diddy is dirty because we got video of Diddy beating women. We got video of Diddy doing his dirt. They got all sorts of proof. They got videotapes. They got all the evidence. My thing is, where's the evidence on Jay? Where's the tapes? Where's the evidence? And who is this alleged victim that is hiding behind a lawyer? It's a shakedown. They trying to get the bread. So TMZ posts some news. They got all the articles going. It's getting hot. Jay-Z and his team put out a public statement. We're going to read that shortly. But based on what I'm seeing, with my expertise, this appeared to be a shakedown for cash. Because a lot of times people love seeing a black man down. They love seeing it. Now, I don't rock with Jay. I don't. But Jay is from Marcy. Jay is from the streets. And there's certain code, there's certain things that you just don't do. This is a dude that have been moving very, very strategically in the industry for a very long time. You haven't heard no dirt. He been away from this, away from that. He know how to hide and do what he do in a way where he's away from the drama. Whereas P. Diddy has always been dirty and sloppy. Now, if it come out that Jay was in fact violating a 13-year-old, then he deserved to burn. But let's just look at this thing for what it is. Let's look at this thing for what it really is. It's a money grab. They want money. They trying to get bread. That's what they want. You know how much money they stand to gain? Not only that, Beyonce gonna get dragged into this too. Beyonce about to get dragged into this too. And they trying to sabotage all of the deals that Jay-Z got, just like they did with P. Diddy. Why? Because he's a black man with bread. This is something everybody want. Think about all of the white men, all of the different celebrities and A-list actors that been at Diddy's parties. Please tell me why nobody's talking about them. Why there's no investigations about them. They're like, you know what? We got to find somebody because with this P. Diddy thing, man, we need to bring somebody else in. Okay, bring up some white actors. Bring them in. What about their lifestyles? What about their tapes? What about all the teenage girls they were fucking? Because this was a culture back in the 90s. I told y'all 1,000 times. In the 90s, the clubs, all of these different places, you had a lot of underage girls in them clubs. A lot of them. And all of those underage girls that was in the clubs back in the day, they in their 40s and 50s today, mad at the world, out of shape, with 2 to 5 kids with 5 baby daddies. And they mad at the world because they threw their life away, right? So now they're back for vengeance. They want money. Times is hard. Christmas is around the corner. Them kids need a new pair of shoes. So why do you think it's coming out now? Why now? Why now? Why not later? Why not years ago? Why nobody talked about this years ago? Why are they always doing this? It's the same old pattern. They come out with allegations. They put it on social media. The court of public opinion get it. And then what do? We crucify people that really didn't have nothing to do with this. Now, we know Jay-Z had to have his hands in the cookie jar and did some sort of dirt back in the day. We know that. Everybody did dirt back in the day. All you brothers did dirt. All you sisters did dirt. But now when you bring up these allegations of, sexual assault, sexual abuse, you playing with a man's life. These are the kind of badges you don't want to wear. So a lot of people in the industry is talking right now. The streets is talking. People are coming out of the woodworks, giving their 2 cents on what do they think. Did Jay-Z do it? Did he violate a young 13-year-old? Were they taking turns, blowing her back out, laying pipe? Out of all the girls, out of all the women these brothers could get, you mean to tell me a 13-year-old was their cup of tea? Where the fuck was her father? Where was her mama? And how does a 13-year-old is able to travel around and be at these high-profile parties? Like, nobody asks those questions of what kind of parenting, what kind of world you live in where this happened, but then there's no police reports, there is no arrest, there's no nothing, but then 30 years pass by and all of a sudden you got this Jane Doe pop up out of the blue talking about, yeah, Jay-Z did this to me, he violated me, man. Stop the BS, stop the cap. You lying. Where's the evidence? Bring them receipts. Let's see them receipts. Receipts. Let's talk about it. Where the tapes? Bring the witnesses. Let them all come forward. You know what I mean? Because that's what we deal with in the court of public opinion. See, when Diddy pretty much was getting roasted in the public for the allegations with Cassie, people was looking at it as a money shakedown. They were looking at it like maybe it's a money grab. And we know it was. Even though he beat Cassie ass, it was a shakedown for some bread. Come on now. It was a shakedown for money. But when the tape dropped and we saw Diddy kicking, punching, and beating up Cassie, it was the icing on the cake, the nail in the coffin. Because we got evidence that substantiate what she said. So she was compensated for the abuse she endured all that time. Because a lot of women that go through these things, they got abused for many, many years. So what we need is evidence that can tie the rope on Jay-Z. We need that evidence right now. We need those witnesses. We need the receipts to come forward. Because if not, we're going to do a public lynching of another black man. We're going to do a lynching of another black man. Let's see what the article is saying. It says, this was posted on the 8th. Jay-Z accused of raping 13-year-old girl in Diddy lawsuit. Says it's a blackmail attempt. It goes on and it says, Tony Busby, who filed the suit on behalf of Jane Doe, tells TMZ, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He even filed his frivolous case under a proceedum. What he fails to say is his recent statement in my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on my behalf of the alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on behalf of Mr. Carter, has not only sued me, but he tried to bully and harass me, and this plaintiff, his conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. Now, the problem with this is when you have these Jane Does, this happened with Bill Cosby, this happened with Michael Jackson, this happened with R. Kelly, this happened with everybody. If you're dirty, you're dirty. But for my goodness, man, how many times are you ladies going to be out there opening your legs, having all these things go down, and then when you're in your 40s and you're broke, busted, and disgusted and got 5 kids by men you don't even know, now all of a sudden now Jay-Z raped me when I was 13. You didn't go to the police? You didn't call your mom and your dad? Like, nobody pursued no charges? Like, how does this go on and on and on, and nobody's saying nothing for years and years and years? What's going on? What's going on in this world where a 13-year-old can get into a party and yet everybody violating her, but the one who's targeted is Jay-Z because of a connection to Diddy, but nobody else is investigated. Everybody's innocent. It's just like that, what's that dude on YouTube that's always exposing Diddy? Gene, or whatever his name is, Billy Gene, or I don't know what the hell his name is. That dude is a clown because he should be investigated. How the fuck you a bodyguard or whatever the case is for Diddy, and all this time he was fucking these girls and abusing them, and for whatever reason you were there the whole time watching and you ain't getting charged? Bro, you guilty too. You guilty. I'm talking to that damn bodyguard dude that's always on YouTube running his big mouth. He's guilty as ever. He a damn clown. I don't know why anybody listening to that dude. Because you were there with Diddy the whole time. So you knew what he was doing. You were there covering for him the whole time. Anybody that's a bodyguard, they were with them the whole time. For all you know, he was violating them girls too, allegedly. Nobody's safe. All these cats in the industry been doing dirt back in the days. The 90s was hot. You know what I mean? The early 2000s, it was hot. And even if this situation is a recent situation, right? These young ladies are always chasing these celebrities all day to get in. This is what they do all the time. I told you this 1,000 times. A lot of those music videos be underage girls. Some of them be dudes dressed like women. Uh-oh. Big Papa. Remember Biggie? Remember the song? Big Papa? Y'all remember that? Oh, you forgot? That woman that was in the video? Oh, I'm going to creep up from behind. Ask you what your interests are, who you be with, things that make you smile, what numbers to dial. That was a man. That was a man the whole time. Biggie. Busta, we ain't forget about you, bro. You knew that was a man in the video. This is what these dudes was getting down with, all with Diddy. That was a dude in the video the whole time. When she was in the bathroom at the urinal like this. That was a dude. And these rappers were in there with a man. Talking about he gonna creep up from behind. Ask you what your interests are, who you be with. Bro, they got Biggie too. All of these dudes were dirty. But we love them though. Those are the heroes of hip hop. You know? Those are our heroes of hip hop. But what y'all don't know is what is done in the dark come to light. You know what I mean? It come to light again. And shout out to Choke No Joke. He the one that exposed that. At least for what I know. He the one that put that info out there where he was like, yo, peep the video. Peep the video. Because a lot of us youngins, when we was back there in the day, we didn't even know that that was a damn dude in the video. Shocked everybody. It shocked the world. And LL, don't even try to hide. You with the dirt too. Because that same dude that was in the video, that was in the Big Papa video, was in your video too. Yeah. You were sitting there in the chair like this, and she was right behind you. So this is what goes on in the industry. You got dudes that dress like women, and they be in the music videos acting like they one of the chicks. Now you tell me, why is it that out of all the fly women in America, all the fly sisters, banging sisters, fine as ever, that Diddy and all these rappers would go get a dude who look like a woman to be in a music video. Why would they do that? Deceiving us brothers. Having us in front of the screen like, yeah, damn, shorty looking good. Whole time it's a dude. Because there was an agenda. There was an agenda. This is why, Mr. C, was out there messing with the trannies, and he got caught multiple times. And Funk Flex, you tried to defend him when he was doing his dirt. Why? Because you guilty too. The whole industry is sick. So yeah, Jay-Z did some dirt back in the day, just like all the rappers did dirt. But now, they trying to say he violated a 13-year-old. Let's see what else this thing says. It go on and says, Diddy's lawyer tell TMZ, this amended complaint and a recent extortion lawsuit against Mr. Buzz B exposes his barrage of lawsuits against Mr. Combs for what they are, shameless publicity stunts designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them. Just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs, as his legal team has said before. Mr. Combs has full confidence in the fact that the integrity of the judicial system process in court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone, any man or woman, adult or minor. Now, he's just trying to buy his way out of the situation. We know Diddy is guilty. We know Diddy is guilty. But at the same time, to be fair, even though we know Diddy is guilty, because there is so much evidence that show Diddy is guilty, it'll be easy for the opposing team to throw more dirt on him and more false accusations. It'll be believable because why? We got the video of him beating Cassie. We got the video and the evidence of all the other dirt that he's done. They got all these receipts, so it'll be easy for the opposing team to say, let's bring up more charges on Diddy, and the system will believe it. This is why you can't be a guy out here riding dirty. You can't be that guy. Because eventually, once you get exposed, they'll bring more allegations. More women will come forward. More boys will come forward. Just like in the Christian church. In the Christian church, you got these pastors that be in front of the pulpit talking about Jesus is Lord, but the whole time they're in the back room in the church fucking the boys. In the back room. They back there with the boys in the church, blowing these boys' backs open, turning them out in the church. So the same nonsense that's going on in the church is going on in the industry too. It been going on, Because here's the thing. If Jay-Z did violate this 13-year-old, there must be other witnesses. So there's more people that need to be exposed if this is true. Let's see what else we got. It goes on and says Jay-Z has been sued for drugging and graping a 13-year-old girl in a lawsuit tied to disgraced rapper Diddy, which the music mogul is calling a blackmail attempt. In the documents obtained by TMZ, Jay-Z is named by an anonymous accuser who says the rapper and Diddy drugged and raped her back in 2000. So now think about that. Back in 2000, this Jane Doe is claiming that Diddy and Jay violated her. So technically, that same woman would literally be near 40 years old, washed up, most likely got a pile of kids, credit card debt, just like I said, and she's looking for a payday. She's looking for a Mr. Goodball. That's what she's looking for. Now, how did they find this woman and why she just come on out? They need to reveal who she is. Is she white? Is she black? Who is she? Where is she? Come on, man. Back in 2000 when she was 13. Out of all the women Jay-Z could get, he's gonna drug. Come on now, that's something that Diddy and them probably would do, allegedly. But they put Jay in there. Let's see what happens. It says, the plaintiff who is suing as Jane Doe says the alleged assault occurred at an after party following the MTV Music Video Awards. So now, if that happened at the MTV Music Awards, there's many other witnesses. There's other witnesses that was allegedly there. That's right. There was other witnesses that was allegedly there. Let me see what else we got with this. So it says at the Music Awards, the accuser originally filed a lawsuit against Diddy in October, in which she claimed the Bad Boy Records founder and an unnamed celebrity, right, proceeded to assault her while an unnamed female watched. So now, not only do you have Jay and Diddy, but you also have an unnamed female, but she ain't saying who. Nobody know who she is. Who's that female now? You know? So it goes on, and it says the accuser has since named Jay-Z as the other celebrity in the alleged lawsuit, as she refiled her lawsuit against Diddy to include the Empire State of Mind rapper on Sunday. So now you got more dirt coming in, and the streets is talking, and everybody's going wild on social media. Everybody's taking sides. People blaming this one. They saying, nah, I rock with Jay. Nah, I rock with Diddy. Nah, I don't rock with none of them. Yeah, Jay did it. They all the same. Yeah. Let's get them. Throw them on the fire. Throw them under the bus. Because everybody want to see blood. Everybody want to see another man go to jail. And it's interesting because a lot of these rappers done sold their souls. See, Jay-Z already sold his soul. Remember, I'm not here to defend Jay-Z. I'm not here to defend Diddy. I'm just giving my expert opinion on what I see with logic. We know Jay-Z sold his soul. We know he sold his soul to the devil, just like Diddy. All of these rappers done sold their soul. They don't have a soul. Beyonce, all of these damn celebrities sold their soul to Satan a long time ago. You know what I mean? And it could be that Jay is being implicated into this lawsuit because he didn't do a blood sacrifice. Just like Diddy. I told y'all this in all my videos about Diddy, that he was supposed to do a blood sacrifice with his youngest daughter. The youngest one was supposed to be blood sacrificed a while ago. See? And based on the news, Jay-Z supposed to have other young kids. One of them was supposed to be a blood sacrifice, but he didn't go through with it. So it could be that the industry is coming for payment because he didn't go through with the rituals. In order for you to keep that success, somebody got to die. Just like when you see Mike Tyson's situation, when he lost his daughter. A lot of y'all be thinking these are tragic accidents. No, they not. These are blood sacrifices. How you think he's able to get these BS fights where y'all pay money to see Mike Tyson get knocked down? All of those fights is the results of a blood sacrifice. That is what keep him in the algorithm in order for him to keep getting that bread. Do you understand? So now, let's move on. Because a lot of people don't understand how these so-called celebrities keep at it and keep going in the industry making their money. Let's see what Jay had to say. Let's go to that page. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can pull this up. Because we want to get what did Jay's team respond with. So, on Rock Nation on Instagram, Rock Nation. Now, we know Jay-Z didn't write this. We know his attorney and all them people that's backing him, they most likely put this thing together to put out a public statement. It goes as follows. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter. from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations, and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. Now, that's exactly what the goal is. Listen, when you're a celebrity, when you a boss, when you somebody out here living your life in private and you're not really out there in the fire, you just like to be left alone, man. So sometimes when people are talking about you in a negative light, you just want it to go away, man. You just want the allegations to go away. Even if you're innocent, even if you didn't do nothing wrong, you just want them to just stop, man. Like, just leave me alone. I don't want no issues, man. Y'all messing up my bread. Y'all messing up my public image. I mean, think about it. SA allegations, grape allegations, that's not looking good as a businessman. So a lot of times, dudes would settle out of court in hopes that it go away, not realizing that doing that would only backfire on you, because now it's like, bro, why you settle if you know you're innocent? This is what they did to Michael Jackson. They put all of these charges on Michael saying he was violating kids. That's BS, man. Come on now. We all grew up on Michael. We all grew up on all his records. We all grew up. He was one of our heroes in music. And then what did they do? They destroyed that man's reputation. Threw him under the bus. That's Michael Jackson, y'all. A lot of y'all turned y'all back on Michael and started dragging him in the industry, stressing that man out, not realizing that man had the entire Beatles catalog. He owned half of Sony. Man, they were pissed with that dude because he outsmarted all of them and he was making mad bread. Jackson was smart as hell, fam. So they took him out. But before they took him out, they had to destroy his reputation. This is a method of operation, boss, of how they do black men. They got to destroy your reputation first. And the way they always do it is, you was messing with kids, you're a pedophile, you was raping a 13-year-old, you were doing whatever. Now, sometimes some of these dudes be dirty. They even did that with Bill Cosby, our TV father, our TV pops. A lot of us, when we came from school back in the day, we went and we watched the Cosby Show. Because we ain't have no pops in the crib. So we would watch the Cosby Show to get some sort of game. It would give us hope that one day we get out the projects. It would give us hope to do better in school, because we would see Claire, we would see Bill Cosby, we would see the family, and we're like, damn, I wish my family was like this. Just like when we used to watch so-called Good Times back in the day. Y'all remember Good Times when they were in the projects? See, they don't tell you about those shows raised us. So when they went after Bill Cosby, they were going after the black family. See? They were going after the black family. They were trying to destroy us from within to make us hate the people we grew up on. So when they did that to Michael, made him out to be a pedophile, he was settling out of court, putting bread in everybody's pocket. In other words, to just leave me alone, man. Like, come on, man. I just want to do music. I just want to do my music. Same thing they did to Kels, man. A lot of y'all got mad with me. You got people spreading fake news about me. Same bullshit. Why? Because they try to destroy a black man. Look what they did to Kels. That man is talented. He's a genius in music. Y'all know that. Tell me one whack song that Kelly dropped. One whack song that R. Kelly dropped. I'll wait. You know how many damn artists he wrote music for? He wrote for Michael Jackson, everybody. But look how they did him. They buried that man. Buried a talented man. This is what they try to do to all of us, man. And what we do is, because we don't think for ourselves and understand what is right and what is wrong, we ready to get the lynching going in the public. It's not even the white man that's doing the lynching no more. We doing it. Now again, Diddy is dirty. He going down. We know he dirty. We know who lined up Biggie. We know who lined up Pac. All of these guys are snakes. But now they trying to throw Jay under the bus. Now if Jay is guilty and there's evidence that can prove he did X, Y, and Z, may he burn for what he did. But right is right and wrong is wrong. We can't be so quick to get the lynching going on one of our people, regardless. You know, if a man is guilty, then let him be judged by the law. So-called Diddy, he guilty. He guilty. His sons is guilty. Everybody is dirty. Their hands is dirty. That's why the Bible says prosperity ruins a fool. When you put bread in somebody's hand, they lose their mind. They forget where they came from. And they start doing dumb-ish. Let's get back to this message from Rock Nation on Instagram. It goes on and it says, "No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny." Now, what were they trying to do? Extort Jay-Z for his bread. Now, if Jay would have went along with this nonsense, it would have made matters worse for him, because why are you trying to settle? Why are you trying to pay up? Because you want to keep it quiet. So now what that does, it brings up more allegations. And they keep milking you until they kill you, until you get a heart attack and die, right? It goes on and it says, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file criminal complaint." Now think about this. Why they didn't file a criminal complaint? Why everybody's after the money? If Jay violated a 13-year-old, he should go to prison and serve time. They don't want time. They want money. Money? Why not just send him to prison? Because they don't got no evidence for that. Let's go. It says, "Not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away." Would you not agree? I agree with him. If you did that, if Diddy and him was taking turns laying pipe on a 13-year-old against her will while she's drugged and can't move, and they just blowing her back out violently, ripping her apart, then yeah, they need to be locked away, right or wrong. So it goes on, these alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics. And that's the truth. Remember, Jay is from the streets. He's also intelligent. Some of y'all may not like him, but again, I'm coming from a place of fairness and balance. You know what I mean? Jay-Z have street knowledge, so he understands these type of games, man. When you were raised in the projects, there's certain things you just know. So what he's looking at is, he did his research on that attorney and found out that attorney have a pattern of doing this kind of dirt. So now if Jay's defense team is able to prove his case, now everybody gonna look back at that attorney who's filing these lawsuits, and they may end up throwing out any other case he done in the past. Because that means he have a pattern of extorting money out of people through blackmail. That's what's going on here. So it goes on and says, "I have no idea how you have come to such a deplorable human by Mr. Buzz B. But I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type." See, y'all don't know who y'all fucking with, bro. Real talk, real spit. As much as Jay sold his soul, did X, Y, and Z, Jay is behind some powerful people, powerful attorneys. You don't think this dude done got all sorts of bases covered years ago? You don't think he went to attorneys and hired the best of the best and said, "Look, fam, with the wealth and everything I built with me and Beyonce, I don't want no fucking problems when it comes to lawsuits, allegations, and all of that. What do I need to do now to prepare for the future?" And they done got everything covered. They already got everything prepared. So he have a whole team, a whole base of lawyers and attorneys that done did all the work to find out what is what and what is what based on his entire past. He probably hired people. Go do this, go do that. Gather all this evidence from my entire beginning in the rap industry all the way to now and see if you find any dirt. You don't think he's smart enough to see how they've been doing all these black men all these years? Come on, man. You got to always prepare for the times, man. Let's see what else we got. So it goes on and says, I have no idea how you come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby. But I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. That's some bars right there. Because if you're a Marine, right, there's supposed to be a certain code, a certain level of honor. But what's going on here appears to be extortion, which goes to show there's no honor amongst thieves, right? It goes on and says, my only heartbreak is for my family, my wife, and I will have to sit our children down, one whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. Now think about Blue Ivory. Think about her age. She's most likely probably 12, 13 right now. Think about that. Think about her age, where she's at. So she would have to deal with school, everybody asking questions. Yo, did your father do it? Or they might look at her funny, not want to be her friend. So there's a lot of drama that got to go into this, man. A lot of drama goes into this. So let me see what else we got. Okay, where we at here? Nature of these claims, cruel people. Okay. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. And that's exactly what this is designed for. Whether Jay-Z sold his soul or not, he's still a family man. He still got kids. He still got his wife. Whether you like Beyonce or not, this entire attempt is to destroy the black family once and for all. Because when you think about it, Jay and Beyonce is pretty much a powerful family. Whether you want to say, whatever negative garbage you got, doesn't matter here. We got to look at what the principle of the issue, right? So it goes on and says, my heart and support goes out to the true victims in this world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in a costume for probability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. And that's what's so sad, because you got real victims out here. Real victims of SA. And what happened? Their situations never see the light of day. The only time we hear lawsuits is when somebody got money. That's the only time we see these lawsuits. So it goes back and it says, you have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. So now Jay is sending a message clear, saying, I'm not from your world, bro. I'm a young man who made it out the projects of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, we will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me, that if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. And see, this is a serious situation here, fam, because it is very true. Regardless what some of y'all may think, from the time Jay-Z was in the hood in the projects, it was a different time where in the hood, kids were protected. There was a lot of BS that used to go down, no doubt about that. but kids were always protected. If you did something crazy to a kid and they found out, fam, you would be unalive, or you'd be thrown off a damn building, or they would beat your ass. This is how it went down. You know what I mean? Even though dirt did go down, if it was found out, everybody coming to get you. You see? So he's letting you know that he's cut from a different type of cloth. But in the advent of social media, a lot of times social media becomes so entertaining that we want to see certain people fall. We want to see this. It brings great pleasure to see Jay-Z go to prison or lose all his money, because a lot of times this is how people think about us, man. It's sick. You got people that hate me for no reason. They want to see me die. And I'm a family man. All I do is take care of my family. But that's not enough. We got to find dirt on you. We got to make up allegations. We got to make you out to be something you're not. Because why? We don't like you. So that means something happened in the world where somebody just don't like Jay-Z right now. And they're like, you know what? It's time for him to get thrown under the bus. And this is what they're doing, man. So you can pretty much find that information on Rock Nation on Instagram. That's where that information is from. So let's see what else we got here. Let me see. We already read all of that. Diddy, who was arrested and indicted on charges of racketeering and sex trafficking back in September, is facing a number of sexual assault allegations. See, again, they want to tie in Jay with Diddy. What they need to do, if you're going to do all of this dirt, bring everybody in and stop playing. Y'all got all the tapes at the Diddy parties. The feds got the tapes. Bring in all of those actors, all of those celebrities, the NFL players, NBA players, all of them were at the Diddy parties. Bring all of them in the party. And let's have a field day and let's expose everybody before the year is up. Bring everybody to the judgment seat. All must be exposed. Shout out to Cat Williams. Cat Williams told y'all, everybody gonna be exposed. Everybody. Look at T.D. Jakes. He's being exposed for having a so-called relationship with Dwayne Youngblood, trying to fuck another pastor in the church. What the hell is going on with these pastors? Where pastors are supposed to be preaching Jesus Christ, and instead they trying to pipe down the boys in the church like Eddie Long. Imagine you send your son to church because you want him to find a relationship with Jesus Christ, and instead of him having a relationship with Jesus Christ, he's having a relationship with a man. A man piping down your son in the church in Jesus' name. That's crazy work. But this is what's happening because the fathers are not in the homes and these mothers are so damn religious, they worship their damn pastor more than God, paying tithes and offerings. You know? So it is what it is, man. This is going to be a whole new wave of madness. And it's going to probably go all the way into 2025. We know Diddy going down. Diddy cannot recover from this situation. There's no way. There is no way anybody would do business with Diddy again. No music going to be played. Everybody going to pull everything from the shelves. He's done at this point. Now they want Jay-Z to get into the nonsense right now. They want Jay-Z to be a part of it. This is crazy, man. This is crazy, crazy work that is going on here, man. And there's a lot of people talking. You even have, let me see. You got Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder. We smell a shakedown miles away. Jay-Z lawsuit is BS. Let me see what they got to say with this, man. Let me see. See what they got to say. Probably got a commercial coming in. Let me let that commercial play. It looked like TMZ had stopped Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder in the street. Want to hear what they got to say. I don't know if the mic will be able to pick it up because I got the camera far away. But if it play, it play. If you hear it, then put a 1 in the chat when it come on. I got to wait for this ad to play by. I want to hear what they got to say. I didn't even hear this yet, so we're going to hear what they got to say. Even they say it's a shakedown. Let's see what's happening here. It's almost done. Let me see.
Okay, we got a crazy moment happening right here with this Jay-Z lawsuit. He got tied into the Diddy thing. A lot of people were shocked that he wouldn't just make it go away.
Yeah.
He had the opportunity, but he's gonna face this head on. My question is, you're from Brooklyn. You guys are the New York.
I'm from Queens. Brooklyn here, baby.
So what do you think about this?
You know what I think happened? I think Diddy paid somebody to say that shit about Jay to get the heat off of himself, because Diddy looking bad out here. I think he's trying to get the heat on Jay. I think he paid somebody to put the heat on Jay. Gotta watch Diddy. He going through a lot right now. Keep it crawling.
What do you think?
I think it sounds like a money grab with that one.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. For somebody to extort you, send you a letter, and then you gotta send your lawyers, sound like extortion.
Yeah, they trying to get that bread, man. And tell TMZ to make sure they use this. Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo, G-Unit.
Yo, hey, your name is put out there like that. Like you had the choice to say, hey, you could make it disappear.
That's
but
big,
he
man.
didn't. But he didn't. Do you think he, in the end, he made the right choice here? Because he has powerful lawyers. He's.
I mean, get the lawyers on it, man.
That's up, man. I seen Jay-Z mention Brooklyn. He said, "Is this in Brooklyn? Brooklyn don't move like that."
Hey, he did.
Don't come from Brooklyn now, Jay. Jay, that's Puff trying to set him up.
Hey, don't move like that.
Brooklyn don't move like that, though. Hey.
Here you have it, man. Said Brooklyn don't move like that, man. This is what's going on in these streets. They let their voice be heard. It is what it is, So you heard from Tony Yayo. You heard from Uncle Murder. You know what I mean? Said Brooklyn don't move like that. And it's something that he said there that they believe Diddy might have paid somebody off to throw Jay in there. Now, there might be some truth to that now. It could be a situation where maybe Diddy allegedly paid somebody big money to throw Jay-Z under the bus. Come on now. Even they saying it's a shakedown from where they come from. If you in the streets, you could tell when it's a money grab. You could tell when somebody just want to get some bread. Because they figure you got enough bread to share. So pay us some money, we'll let this go away. No, if you pay that money, there's going to be more women that's going to come forward, dummy. It's a revolving door. This happened many times in the industry. You see? Look how 50 Cent moved. You don't see 50 Cent in no drama. Again, another dude that's from the streets. He know how things work. You think you're going to see him in any sort of drama? He's careful. He moves strategically. You know what I mean? And he makes sure that all his people stay away from all of that mess, man. Protect the bag at all costs. Don't get involved in no drama. Because this is what happens. Diddy, on the other hand, he been moving sloppy the whole time. For all you know, he threw Jay-Z under the bus. Like, damn, I'm going down. Bro, you going down with me. Because remember, misery loves company. So, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm just reporting the news, sharing my expert opinion on what I'm seeing going down in these streets. This don't look cool. It look like they setting Jay-Z up for a money grab. And this is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Let me see. What is this here? I didn't see this one. Jay-Z says the woman suing him along with Diddy for allegedly raping her should be forced to reveal her identity instead of pursuing the case anonymously. That's true. She should be forced to reveal who she is. Who is this? It don't make no sense. You know what I mean? TMZ has learned. Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Sperero, had filed documents Monday morning asking the judge to make the plaintiff reveal herself. In the docs obtained by TMZ, Sperero says fair is fair. It is not consistent with justice and fairness or the rules governing federal proceedings for the plaintiff and her counsel to smear Jay-Z's good name. Man, this is getting crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But hey, we're gonna get up on out of here, man. I got some things I gotta do. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Thumb up the video if you like the content, and click that notification bell so you can be notified when we go live. And we'll pretty much keep you posted on what's going on in these streets because it's getting hot out here. I believe that Jay may have lined up Jay and threw him under the bus. You know what I mean? When you really think about it, you can't really trust Diddy, man. You really can't trust him. Like I said, Jay-Z is dirty too. You know what I mean? We know he did dirt. Every man is guilty. Every man did dirt. But at the end of the day, it's like this dude here, man, you can't trust this dude, bro. Like really, really, man. He probably like, look, man, I'm going to be in a cell. I'm going to be locked away. My money going down. Jay-Z, you coming with me. That's exactly what he's saying, man. He's like, you coming with me, bro. You ain't going to stay there by yourself living good. You and Beyonce chilling, living the good life while I'm suffering and I'm going through hell in the hot waters. Nah, bro, you coming with me, you know? So it is what it is, man. So, hey, like I said, I'm not here to defend neither of them. I'm just giving you my expert opinion on what I see going on in these streets. And based on what I'm seeing, it looks like a major act of extortion, a money grab. And like I said, you got to bring forth the evidence, man. You got to bring forth the evidence of, are these allegations real? How do they prove such a thing? And this is what's so sick, fam. It's like people could come out of the woodworks years later. They saying this ish happened in 2000, bro. It's 2024, man. So that means the woman who is alleging this nonsense most likely is a single mom with a bunch of kids by different men that she don't even know who the baby daddy is. And she mad because she don't got a Christmas tree and no gifts for her damn kids. So she figured, you know what? It's a good time to extort Jay-Z out of some money so we could get out of the hood and pay these bills. That's exactly what's going on, man. That's exactly what's going on if you think about it. Some woman who's bitter and upset with her life, man. So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here, man. Y'all stay safe. Please, peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all later with more content. I'm out. Peace.